And Colin Deal is under it for the first putout of the game for the Kutztown Cougars. And there's one away as Ryan Piskorski is retired. Jake Carnish will now hit, and there's a swing and a miss from him as Jacob Rabert with the curveball gets Carnish swinging. 0-1 the count. And that pitch misses high, ball one, and the count goes to 1-1. One delivery. That one's popped straight up towards the dugout of third base, and Dalton First is there to make the play and get the putout. And there are now two away. Here in the bottom of the first inning. That brings up pitcher Drew Campbell, who had a 1-2-3 inning last time, on the mound, and that curveball almost hits him, goes above his head. And it's 1-0. There's another ball, almost the same spot. 2-0 the count now. Swings at that one, gets a piece of it, and it goes back into the mitt of catcher There's another ball. 3-1. 3-1 the count here. Drew Campbell looking to get something going here for the Wildcats as he hits a ground ball towards second base. It's fielded cleanly, and that'll end the inning. Side is retired as Pizzolani gets the putout for the Cougars. 1-2-3 inning on both sides as we move to the top of the second. And after that 1-2-3 top of the first inning for Drew Campbell, he'll go back to work on the mound. This time he'll face Dalton First, the third baseman here for Kutztown. That ball misses low and away. Ball one, 1-0 the count here on Dalton First. There's ball two. Out of the mitt of catcher Will Ryan there. 2-0 the count. Drew Campbell so far in this game, he's gone 1-2-3, gotten 3 outs quickly, but he's gotten into some high counts, raising his pitch count, and that one's put in play towards right field, and the play is made on the run by the right fielder, Nick Liptop. Excuse me, that is Zachary Rickert in right field. One out here as Pizzolani now steps into the box for Kutztown, and that curveball gets by Ryan to the backstop, ball 1. And that fastball is in the dirt in the same spot as the last pitch. Ball 2, it's 2-0, and Drew Campbell gets behind in the count. Ball 3. Third one to the backstop. All of them have been outside. Let's see if Campbell can make the adjustment and get a strike here. Down 3-0 in the count. And there's strike 1. Looking is Pizzolani all the way. Drew Campbell looks to find his rhythm back again. Delivers the check swing. Doesn't matter. Home plate umpire Anthony Fegley calls the strike either way on the called strike. And the count evens out to 3-2 now. Payoff pitch here for Campbell. It's chopped foul towards the third base dugout. Staying alive is Pizzolani. The Kutztown Cougars have been raising Drew Campbell's pitch count very early in this game. Haven't gotten anyone on base, but he's gotten in a lot of high counts. 3-2. That one's driven towards left field. And the put out is there. By Julian Kemmerer. And there's now 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. That brings up the catcher, Schuler. So he'll take ball 1 in the dirt. And that one's up the middle, out of the reach of Drew Campbell. Jake Carnish fields it, throws it, and it gets by the first baseman, Kelton Falk, and it goes out of play. And just like that, a man is on second for Kutztown, and that's going to be an error on first baseman Kelton Falk. As Will Ryan talking to Drew Campbell out on the mound. That ball was just out of the stretched arms of Drew Campbell, got to Carnish. Carnish fielded it cleanly. Pretty good throw, just got by first baseman Falk there. And Schuler will reach second on an error. And the Cougars still have hope for this top of the second inning here. As now Campbell works out of the stretch for the first time. That ball was stopped by Ryan. Dribble away a little bit. Didn't get too farther. Schuler stays at second base. 1-0 the count. Campbell has faced 4 batters in this inning. All 4 started off with ball 1. Struggling to get ahead a little bit. And here's the 1-0 pitch, and that's 2-0 as the ball outside. Two and 0 the count now. As the pitcher, Raybert, stays in the box here. And he swings and misses on that one on the outside corner. 2-1 now. Jacob Raybert had a 1-2-3 inning in the field as well for himself. Looking to help himself out here and drive in a run and get a run and take the lead. Strike 2 on the swing. Count evens out to 2-2. Campbell looking to get out of this inning here. The 2-2 pitch to Raybert. And a curveball looked good. It broke down into the dirt, and it's now full. 3-2 the count. Schuler's on second base. Base hit should score him here with 2 outs. He'll be moving, and that one's chopped foul towards the first base dugout. And Raybert stays alive. 3-2 count. Payoff pitch. We'll do it again here. 2 away. Drew Campbell delivers and a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Drew Campbell gets out of the inning as Raybert strikes out swinging. No score. We'll be back. And we move into the bottom of the second now. Score still 0-0 in the first game of this doubleheader. Kutztown is away for this game. And Will Ryan, the catcher, will lead off for the Wildcats as Raybert delivers. Check swing. They said he went on the check swing. 0-1 there. 0-1 the count. And that's line through the gap, and that'll be the first hit of the game. Will Ryan. Line drive bounces right in between the shortstop and third baseman. And Will Ryan gets the first hit of the game and a leadoff man on for the Wildcats. And he will be pinch ran for by number 7, Mick Cox. And this brings up Travis Loy for the Wildcats. And he squares the bunt. It's a line drive down first base. Goes foul, though. There's a good bunt there. Just didn't stay fair. The count will be 0-1 after that failed bunt attempt. Wildcats were looking to get Cox over to second base. And the throw over to first from Raybert. Cox will get back in time safely. The 0-1 delivery here from Raybert. As Cox takes off, the throw from Schuler. Is the tag there? It is! And caught stealing is Cox as the throw from Schuler goes to Pizzolani and he applies the tag. 1 away here as Kutztown throws out. Cox trying to steal second. 1 out now, 0-2 the count, and that's a big break for the Cougars. 0-2, and that almost hit him. 1-2 now. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3, 2 away. As I think Schuler and Raybert might have thought that was the third out. as Loy goes down on strikes. That brings up Nick Liptock here. That ball misses way outside in the left-handed batter's box. Liptock, he's playing second base tonight. And he'll hit a ground ball. It's fielded by first. He spins, he throws, and he gets the put out. And that'll be the inning. 1-2-3. Kutztown gets out of it. As we go to the top of the third in a very quick-moving game, no runs for either side. One hit, that came from Will Ryan last inning for the Wildcats. His pinch runner, Mick Cox, got thrown out. And this one's chopped fair to Carnish. Carnish is going to throw it across the diamond, and it's scooped by Kelton Falk in time, and Colin Deal is retired. One pitch, one out there for the Wildcats in the top of the third. That brings up number 42 here, Braden Schuler. As that pitch missed inside, nearly hit him. Want to know the count. And that strike gets the outside part of the plate, 1-1. Great pitch there from Drew Campbell. Schuler swings and it fouls straight back, and the count goes to 1-2. Looked a little bit late on it there. 1-2 the count here. Drew Campbell ahead. And that one's fouled in the exact same position as the pitch before, as Schuler stays alive. He's playing shortstop tonight for the Kutztown Cougars. First game of this doubleheader. And that one's fouled and just out of play there. One, two, the count still. And that ball was in the dirt, bounced straight up. 2-2. Campbell just overthrew that one there. And swung on and missed. Beautiful pitch from Drew Campbell. And that's another strikeout for him. His fourth of the day in less than 3 innings of work. And that'll flip the lineup over to the top of the lineup, where Schaefer will be due up now. He struck out in his first at-bat. Looking to get some redemption here and get the first base runner for the Kutztown Cougars. He tries to bunt doing it, and it goes foul towards the third base dugout. 2 outs here, 0-1 count. Schaefer was looking to bunt to get on base. We'll see if he does it again. And that ball just goes straight over his head. Almost hit him. 1-1. Swung on and missed there from Schaefer, and another good pitch there from Campbell. Curveball. And 1-2. Campbell's working quickly, looking to get that last strike. Throws it in the dirt. And the count goes to 2-2 now. And strike three, Schaefer with his second strikeout of the game. Drew Campbell has now struck out 5 batters through 3 innings. No score. Kutztown is due up. And to lead off this bottom half of the third, first baseman Kelton Falk will lead off for the Wildcats as he digs in. And that ball misses outside from Raybert. Curveball just got away from him. 1-0 the count here. Ball 2 misses upstairs. Raybert falls down in the count. 2-0 now. That one swung on and missed from Falk. A little bit upstairs, might have been ball 3. Strike 1 now. Raybert's going to work quickly here. And that one's chopped towards the shortstop, Schuler. Schuler fires the first, and that'll be in time for the putout. And there's one away as Kelton Falk rounds out to start off the inning. One away here. Julian Kemmerer will now step in for the post 625 Wildcats as Raybert delivers ball 1. And that one's upstairs, ball 2 now. 2-0 the count. As Raybert falls behind in his second batter in a row in this bottom of the third. Kemmerer looks at a strike there. Raybert battles back here. And that strike on a curveball just caught the outside corner, and the count goes 2-2. And strike 3 as of now. Kemmerer asking for something, and the two umpires will meet together. We'll see what and they say it was catcher's interference, I think. That'll put Kemmerer on first there. What would have been strike three is catcher's interference, and that puts a base runner on first base. And Raybert throws back, and it gets away and out of play. And Kemmerer is going to get to second base now, and the Wildcats are in good position. Zachary Rickards at the plate. One out here, man on second. And there's strike one as he swings at a fastball. Kemmerer takes off for third. That throw's there. First picks it, but it's not going to be in time as Kemmerer moves his way over to third base on a stolen base. And the Wildcats threatening to score first in this game. One to Rickard. Goes to 2-1 as that ball's in the dirt. Two one, and that one's fouled off. Now goes to 2-2. Two-two pitch here, and it's gonna be down towards right field, and it's dropped. Did they say on the transfer? Said he's out on the transfer. Nonetheless, it's going to be an RBI for Zach Rickard, and the Wildcats go up 1-0. 2 away now. Rickard flew out there to the right fielder. And there's 2 outs now as it goes to the top of the order with Ryan Piskorski. Flew out to center field his first time up, and that's the center field again. And a sliding catch for the third out. And that is Schaefer with the third out, and Piskorski is retired. The inning is over. 1 run for the Wildcats, 1-0. As we go to the top of the fourth now, Aston Dunn will lead it off. Drew Campbell has now thrown 3 scoreless innings. He's got 5 strikeouts to show for it. And Aston Dunn hits it to the gap as the third baseman was playing in, and he's going to beat that one out. He's going to be safe at first. Third baseman Loy was playing in, got by him, Carnish fielded, wasn't in time for the out, and that's going to be a hit for Dunn. First hit for the Kutztown Cougars. 1 pitch, 1 hit for the Cougars so far, and Aston Dunn stands on first. And Fitzgerald is now due up. And Dunn takes off. Ryan's going to throw down. And they say the throw is in time as Carnish applies the tag to Dunn, and he's been caught stealing for the first out of the inning. Beautiful throw there from Will Ryan, the catcher. 1 away here. 1 strike so far for Fitzgerald. That one's up the middle, and it's going to get through. And there's another hit for the Cougars. And a base hit up the middle. Drew Campbell tried to field it, just got under his glove. And now Fitzgerald stands on first. Dalton First is due up. Last time he flew out to the right fielder. Ball 1. Swung on and missed there from first, and the count goes to 1-1. We'll see if Kutztown thinks about stealing here. He's got caught stealing last time. Fitzgerald on first. Not too big of a lead. And first takes ball 2 a little bit low. 2-1 now. Check swing. Gets to the backstop, and that's going to be a free bag for Fitzgerald. He's looking, rounding second, looking for third. And that pass ball is going to get Fitzgerald to second base. And the Cougars have a runner in scoring position. 3-1 the count now. And a line drive up the middle. And that was a hot shot. And they do not opt to send Fitzgerald. They keep him at third. Beautiful base hit for first. And that's the third hit of the inning. As Fitzgerald now stands on third. And First is on first. As head coach Nick Sager comes out to talk to the Wildcats and Drew Campbell after 3 consecutive hits this inning. First and third here. That'll bring up Pizzolani. Pizzolani is last at bat, flew out to right field. As the Cougars are threatening the score here. 1 away yet in this inning. That out came from when Dunn was caught stealing, going to second. And Pizzolani fouls the first pitch, so First is going to have to go back on that stealing attempt there. Throws back to first. Campbell. And First dives in. He's safe. Campbell keeping him honest there at first base. And this time he goes again. And that's a hit batter. And that's going to load him up, as that one came right at Pizzolani and hit him. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out still. Schuler now due up with the bases loaded. Last time he reached on an error, it was a ground ball to the shortstop. And that's ball 1. He gets ahead in the count. One oh the count. Bases loaded here. Drew Campbell's going back to work out of the stretch. And that one almost hits him. And Fitzgerald thinks about coming home. He does not, as took a pretty generous bounce off the backstop back to catcher Will Ryan. 2-0. That one went right over Schuler's head there. Almost hit him. That would have drove in a run. And 2-0 the count here. Wildcats are in trouble. There's ball 3. 3-0. Bases are loaded. 1 away. Kutztown looking to score here and answer back that from that run that they lost last inning. And there's ball 4. Nearly hit him again. And that's going to load up the bases and drive in a run. And the game is now tied 1-1 as Fitzgerald crosses home plate. Campbell walked that guy on 4 straight pitches after the hit batter. Bases are still loaded. That one's fouled away. Jacob Raybert here, 0-1. Chopper to third. Loy throws it away into center field, and that's just going to keep moving guys around. And it is now 3-1 Kutztown as First scores and Pizzolani scores off the air from Loy. And it is now first and third as Raybert reaches on an error from the third baseman Travis Loy. Schuler will go over to third now. First and third. 1 away here. Kutztown now has the lead 3-1. There's strike 1 as Campbell finds it back a little bit, getting ahead in the count. As Colin Deal takes strike 1. Squares the bunt, pulls back in time, ball 1. Counts it's 1-1 here. First and third, 1 out. Three to 1 the score. Cougars still threatening, and that ball catches the outside corner for strike 2 as Campbell gets ahead in the count here on Colin Deal. Colin Deal's last time up, he grounded out to the third baseman. And that one's just the hair off the plate, and it goes 2-2. Two-two pitch. That one misses way outside in the right-hander's batter's box. 3-2 now, full count. As from the press box, it sounds like someone's warming up for the Wildcats. Can't see who it is, though. Drew Campbell's pitch count's got to be getting up there. 3-2, that's ball 4. Should be ball 4. There he goes. And now the bases are once again loaded as Colin Deal gets walked. So now Schuler will come out. Last time he was up, he struck out swinging. See what he can do here with the bases loaded and only 1 out. And that's going to be a ball 1. Curveball missed outside. Drew Campbell looking to get out of trouble here. And that ball is off the catcher, Will Ryan's foot, and that drives in another run for Kutztown as Schuler crosses the plate. It is now 4-1 Kutztown. Runners move to second and third. One out, and the count is 2-0. 4-1 Kutztown here, 1 out. 2 guys in scoring position. And that ball is just a little bit upstairs. That's going to be ball 3 now. 3-0 for Schuler. There's strike 1. Campbell fires that one in. Three and 1 now, 1 out. And there's ball 4, and they'll load him up again as Schuler gets walked. And that looks like it might be Drew Campbell's last batter as things fell away from him a little bit. And it's going to be as Tyler Fernina is going to come into this game. Off of the bench. Drew Campbell's going to go to first base. Kelton Falk will head back to the bench. First game of this doubleheader, 4-1 Kutztown as they put up 4 this inning to get them to where they were. Wildcats went up first, 1-0. Kutztown answered back with 4 runs, and there's only 1 out. And the bases are once again loaded, looking to get more across. This inning actually started off with a hit, got thrown out at second. Bases were clear. And that's when all chaos broke loose and Kutztown scored all their runs. And Schaefer is now going to come up as the Cougars have now successfully batted around. And that's ball 1 upstairs as Fernina's first pitch goes high. Bases are still loaded. 4-1. And that one hits him. And there's going to be another run in for Kutztown, and it is now 5-1 as Raybert crosses the plate. 5-1 Kutztown as Fernina has hit a batter and loaded them up once again. 5-1, 1 out still. Aston Dunn hits a gap shot. Is that going to get down? And it gets over the head of Julian Kemmerer as he tripped and fell. And that's going to score 2 runs for the Cougars. And this game has now been blown wide open off of a stand-up double from Aston Dunn. Seven to 1. Kutztown is on top. That double got in the gap. And there's ball one to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald got a base hit and ended up scoring in this inning already, and he's due back up. He was the first run of this game. There's ball two. Kutztown has now blown this one open as it was 1-0 after 3. Top of the fourth here. 7 runs to show for. There's strike one. Called strike on the outside corner. Ball 3. 3-1 now. One out still. That out came way back when Aston Dunn, who just hit the double, got thrown out at second, caught stealing. And there's ball 4, and they're loaded once again. Dalton first. Is now due back up. He had a good base hit earlier this inning. Right up the middle. And swung on, foul tip into the mitt of Will Ryan. And it's going to be strike one as Fernina gets ahead in the count. 0-1. Bases are still loaded. One out here. Curveball just misses inside. Started right at first. Almost hit him. And then almost crossed the plate at the same time. Just missed it. It's going to be ball one. And a big swing and a miss from Dalton first. He wanted all of that one. Got none of it. 1-2. And that one's fouled straight back to stay alive as Dalton first. Had an RBI. Count is 1-2 still. One away. And it gets out of the mid of Will Ryan on the curveball. Check swing from first. Did not go. 2-2. Schaefer briefly thought about going, didn't get nearly far enough for him to score. And there's strike three. Big strikeout there for Tyler Fernina as first heads back to the dugout. That's the second out of this inning. Huge strikeout there for Tyler Fernina. That helps out a lot. And now Pizzolani is due up. He got hit by a pitch this inning. And that one's fouled straight back towards the net. 0-1. Tyler Fernina looks to get out of it. He got that strikeout. Kutztown looking to add on to this 6-run lead after they put up a 7 spot so far in the inning. Strike 2 looking that time. And Fernina is up 0-2. And shot foul towards third base. Count remains 0-2 still. Oh, and 2 count, and that one almost hits him. Curveball that didn't break. 1-2 now. And strike 3 swinging. Fernino gets out of the inning on 2 straight strikeouts. But after the damage was done from Kutztown, as they put up 7. 7-1. Jake Carnish will now lead off the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to start off the inning as Raybird gets ahead in the count. Carnish, his last time up, popped up to the third baseman in foul territory. And that's ball 1. Strike 2 right down the middle. And the count goes 1-2. Wildcats only have 1 hit so far in this game. And that one's fouled into the dirt. Count still stays 1-2 here. Another foul ball, staying alive there. In and out of the mitt of Schuler. Would have been an out if he caught it. Popped out. 1-2 still. Bottom of the 4th here, 7-1. And Carnish fouls another one back. This one straight back. Count remains 1-2. And that one is going to be right at the right fielder. And his first step was in. He gets back on it. And that is the first out retired of the inning as Carnish flies out to the right fielder. Colin Deal with the putout in right field. And that brings up Drew Campbell. Drew Campbell grounded out to second base his first time up. I was back in the first inning. Ball way upstairs and outside. 1-0. As that one misses in the dirt. That one's straight up. Sky high towards first base. 3 of them there. And the putout is the catch from Fitzgerald. 2 away. Campbell has popped up to the first baseman. Fitzgerald with the catch. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Once again, a doubleheader. This is game 1. Kutztown leads 7-1 currently. Will Ryan's due up. Strike 1. He got a base hit. He was the only hit for the Wildcats. Base hit up the middle. There's a curveball, strike 2, just scratches the plate. And strike 3 on the foul tip. It's caught by Schuler, and the side's retired. 1-2-3 inning as the Kutztown looks to add to their lead. And we welcome you back as Schuler is going to lead off this inning. Cole Schuler here. And he pops that one up into left field. It's going to be shallow left field. Carnish travels back and gets the putout, 1 away. First out in the top of the 5th. Pop out to the shortstop. And there's ball 1 to the pitcher, Jacob Rabert. And hits off the end of the bat as Rabert almost fielded cleanly by Campbell. Out at first. Campbell bobbled it there. Almost didn't make it back. He ended up flipping it to Fernina. Fernina stepped on the bag. That's a 3-1 putout. As that was a close play there, very close. Ended up getting called out. There's ball 1 upstairs to Colin Deal. Seven to 1 here in the top of the 5th so far in this doubleheader. Ball 2, 2-0. Strike one on the swing from Colin Deal. 2-1 now. That one's fouled out of play over the third base dugout. Two and two. That one's fouled as well over the third base dugout as well. 2 and 2. We'll do it again. 2 outs here. Top 5. And that one just missed. Fernina thinks he should have had that call for strike 3 to end the inning. Home plate umpire did not give it to him. 3 and 2 now. The count goes full. That one's fouled off again as Steele continues to stay alive. Three, 2. Strike 3. As Deal goes down looking and the inning is over. 1-2-3 inning. Fernina shuts down the side. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th, 7-1. The new pitcher for the Kutztown Cougars is the lefty Grant Fitzgerald. Him and Raybert will switch spots. Raybert goes to first. Raybert only giving up 1 hit and 1 run. There's strike 1 to Travis Loy swinging. He struck out in his first at-bat. There's strike 2. Bottom 5 here. 7-1, Kutztown still leads. That one's fouled away, stays alive. 0-2 the count still. And another foul ball out of play. Still 0-2. And that one's put in play. That's going to be a gap shot. Is someone there? It is, and that's the left fielder getting the first put out of the inning. Aston Dunn. One away here. Strike one to Liptok. He grounded out to the shortstop his last time up. 0-1 the count. That one's sort of up the middle, fielded cleanly and fired to first in time. He'll ground out to the shortstop for his second at-bat, as well as Schuler makes the play. And there's two away here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Tyler Fernandez now due up, pitcher. Had a 1-2-3 inning last time, and that one is fouled off. And out of play. 0 on the count. Strike two as he swings at a fastball upstairs. Oh, and 2 now. And there's strike three. Got him swinging. 1-2-3 inning there for Grant Fitzgerald as he shuts down the side. Still 7-1 as we go to the sixth. Top of the sixth now. As Schuler leads off in the 9-hole. There's strike one. Liptok is the new pitcher for the Wildcats, and Fernino will go to center field. Those two flip. No balls, one strike here. Liptock deals. Ball one. The count goes 1-1. And that's going to be a bloop towards the outfield, and dropping back to go field it is Mick Cox. There's the first out of the inning. It's a bloop out to the second baseman. There's one away. As Schaefer is now due up in the 6th, and he takes strike one. Strike two on the swing. And that one is popped up, and it's going to get out of play. And the count still stays 0-2. That ball is stopped in the dirt. Ball one. 1-2 now. That one's chopped to third, but it is foul. 1-2 the count, still 7-1 here in the 6th inning. That one's chopped up the middle. Mick Cox backhands it, can't field it, and it gets out of his glove. And he's going to reach on an error, Schaefer. That's going to be an error on Mick Cox, and hitting in Aston Dunn's place is going to be Isaac Schneider. Man on first here for Kutztown. Strike one. Schneider looks at it. 0 on the count. Cox delivers, fouled off by Schneider, 0-2. Cox, excuse me, not Cox. Liptock with the ball. One, two. Another ball, 2-2. Two the count as Schaefer is on first base. That one's chopped. Double play ball here for the Wildcats. Gets the out at second, not in time at first. But gets the lead runner, Schaefer. Schneider's going to be safe at first, 2 away. Almost a double play there. Schneider beat it out by about a step. And he'll be safe at first with 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Ball that's outside. 1-0 the count to Grant Fitzgerald. A great inning pitching last inning. Now he's due up to hit and he'll go ahead 2-0 in the count. Three and 0 as that is the third ball, and it misses outside once again, as all three have. Grant Fitzgerald now leading the count 3-0. And there's strike one on the outside corner. 3-1 the count now. And there is ball four. Same location, all 5 pitches that at bat. All outside, and that brings up Dalton first. There's ball one. Misses outside. And that is a shot. It's going to be fielded by Kemmerer for the final out of the inning. No runs come across for Kutztown. 3 outs, and the Wildcats are due up to hit. Julian Kemmerer was now due up for the Wildcats here in the bottom of the 6th. He pops that one up in foul territory, and sliding attempt by Schuler is not successful to catch it. Oh and 1 though. Kemmerer reached on a catcher's interference last time. He ended up scoring. That's the Wildcats' only run in this game. 0-1 the count here to Kemmerer. And that is a base hit through the left side of the infield, and he'll lead off the bottom half of the 6th with a base hit for the Wildcats. Looking to get something going here. Down 6 runs, 7-1. Now Zach Rickard steps in. Flew out to left field his last time up. Kemmerer takes off. Strike. Bobbled behind the plate of Schuler. And that's going to go into center field. Kemmerer would have been safe anyways. Strike one. Kemmerer advances to second. And the Wildcats now running in scoring position. Swung on and missed there from Rickert. Strike two. Kemmerer takes off at third. Strike three on the swing. And first misses the throw. Rickert strikes out swinging. Kemmerer, however, steals third. Stole second. Now stole third. And that flips the lineup up to Ryan Piskorski. Strike one, right down the middle. One out here in the bottom of the sixth inning. That's a ball up and outside. One and one the count. Two and one the count now. So that one misses as well. Ryan Piskorski, he flew out to center field both his times up. A pop out to center field would score a run. And there's another ball to center field. And Julian Kemmerer is going to tag. The throw to the plate is going to be cut off. And Kemmerer scores his second run of the day. Piskorski with an RBI. 2 outs. The Wildcats get a run across the plate. It is now 7-2. Piskorski has flown out to center field 3 times in 3 at-bats. And now Jake Carnish is due up. His last time up, flew out to right field. Bases are clear now for Kutztown. And strike one from Grant Fitzgerald. And Carnish puts a drive into that one. Backing up and getting the catch is Schaefer, and the inning is over. 1 hit there from Kemmerer, 1 run. 7-2, Wildcats are trailing by 5. Top half of the 7th now. Nick Liptock still on the mound. for the Wildcats, and new hitter is Sanders for Kutztown. And ball one and bounced off the plate into the backstop. Scott Sanders, number 3. There's ball 2. Two and 0. 3-0 now. And there's strike 1 as Liptok finds the strike zone. And that's ball 4. Sanders will walk. Now hitting for Kutztown, number 8, Dominic Rice. He'll be pinch hitting as well. It's a quick walk there for Kutztown. Dominic Rice swings at 1 and misses. Strike 1. And that one's popped up, and it'll reach out of play. Oh, 2 now to Dominic Rice. And that one's fouled straight back. Just got enough of it to stay alive. Oh, 2 still. And there's strike 3. Fooled him on the curveball. Got him swinging. And there's 1 away. Now hitting is going to be Colin Ham. That was that one. Back and out of play. Oh, on the count. Chopped up the middle. And he's out at first. And no one was covering third. That got over the glove of Liptok. Fielded by Lloyd then, who then fired to first. And got the out. 2 away now. And there's strike 1. This is Corey Gilbert now hitting. Sanders stands on second. And that one's fouled and out of play. Gilbert fouled that one off. Count is now 0-2. Two outs here in the top of the 7th inning. And that one's chopped towards Carnish at shortstop. He fires the first. Scooped by Campbell, and the inning is over. Corey Gilbert grounded out to shortstop, and that'll end the inning. No runs across, and it is now 7-2 still as we move into the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Wildcats. Last chance for the Wildcats here in the bottom of the 7th. And they need 5 runs to tie it and at least send it to extras. And leading off will be Drew Campbell here. Out to ball inside. Grant Fitzgerald continues to work on the mound. It's ball 1. Campbell hits a chopper, sharp hit ball, and it goes over the glove of Dalton first. And that's going to be a base hit for Drew Campbell. That was a sharply hit ball right over the glove of Dalton first. Puts Campbell on first base. And that brings up Will Ryan here. Looks to do some damage and get the Wildcats back in this game. It's not quite out of reach yet. And there is strike 1 looking on Will Ryan. And Fitzgerald throws back to keep Campbell honest. 7-2, bottom of the 7th here. Fitzgerald delivers. And that one's hit in the gap. That's going to be a tough play, and it's going to get through for a base hit. And that's Will Ryan's second hit of the day. And now it is first and second with Drew Campbell standing on second. Will Ryan at first. And Travis Loy will come to the plate as he looks to get the Wildcats back in this game. No one out. First and second here. And that one's fouled back and out of play. Travis Loy struck out his first time and flew out to left field looking for his first hit of the day. And that's trouble. That might get down. And it does. And a base hit for Travis Loy. Now the bases are loaded for the Wildcats here. And Nick Liptock is due up. That ball was an swing off the handle of the bat and just fell into right field. Lucky hit there for Travis Loy, but nonetheless a hit. And that brings up Nick Liptock, the pitcher right now for the Wildcats, and he takes ball 1. Bases are loaded, no outs, and things are getting a little bit interesting here. Ball 2. There's strike 1. Liptock looks at it. Strike 2. Liptock swings and misses. And a strikeout would be huge here for Fitzgerald. Two and two. The pitch. Strike 3. Rung him up as Liptock goes back to the dugout after striking out looking. And that's a huge strikeout for Kutztown to get the first out of this inning. And Cole Pennypacker is now going to pinch hit here for Falcon Fernina. He'll get his first at-bat of the season here with bases loaded. Huge situation to be coming into. And he fouls that one off. And it's out of play. And there's strike 2, that time swinging. And the count is 0-2 here. Pennypacker looking to get a hit. And strike three. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. And that'll be out number 2 of the inning. Julian Kemmerer now has had himself a day so far. He's gotten both runs for the Wildcats. Bases loaded. Last time he hit a nice base hit. Can he do it again? Looks at strike 1, 0-1. Wildcats down to their final out of this one. Game 1 of the doubleheader. Bases are loaded. Kemmerer swings and misses strike 2. Wildcats now down to their final strike. 0-2 here. Kemmerer looking to drive in some runs and keep this game alive. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3, rung him up, and that's the game. Kutztown wins 7-2. Grant Fitzgerald gets in trouble, loads the bases with no outs, and gets out of it. 7-2 the final as Kutztown wins game 1 of the doubleheader.